Hey angels, what's up? Welcome back to my channel. Today we are going to do August favorites because yes, we are getting into September and I'm excited because that means fall is almost here. If you like this video while you're watching it, please don't forget to give it a thumbs up and hit that little red subscribe button down below. And don't forget to come join the Style Squad membership where you get monthly trainings, monthly affirmations, outfits for every single body type, stylist picks. You get a private Facebook community where I give lots of feedback on your outfits as well as the other members. You get so many goodies, so much more than I could talk about in this video right now. So I will leave the link for that down below in case you want to check it out. And just as a reminder, my stylist training has now opened for registration. The early bird pricing ends on the 30th. Classes start September 17th, and I would love to have you join me for that as well. So I will leave the link down below in case you want to check it out. The first favorite of mine is actually a new concealer. You guys know if you watch my Getting Ready With Me videos where I go through some of my makeup routines and looks that I have been very faithful to Tarte's Shape Tape for, oh gosh, at least a year, and I still do love it. However, it has at least temporarily abdicated its throne, and I am now on to Too Faced Born This Way. This is their multi-use sculpting concealer. Wow. It's so good. Now, I've been switching up my makeup routine a little bit recently just because I have been trying to find products that are moving well with my skin as it does mature. And I wanted to make sure that I had a concealer that worked well with my skin, didn't crease a lot, didn't look like it was aging me when I was wearing it. And it's something really that I didn't want to have to set like you do with a lot of concealers, just because when you do start adding powder on top, it can start to look a little bit cakey, especially if you get heavy-handed. And I wanted to make sure that I had something that was really hydrating and again set without the use of powder. So I had been scouring online a lot recently, and I had heard a lot of really wonderful things about the Born This Way concealer in terms of its hydration, and just on a whim decided that I would give it a try and see what it was like, because I've found in past anyway that a lot of concealers that are hydrating don't necessarily offer the coverage, and your girl looks like she's been hit by a bus in the morning without full coverage concealer. So, and it doesn't matter how much sleep I get, it's just the European background that I have. My family we run deep with the dark circles under the eyes, unfortunately. So anyway, I gave this concealer a try and it is fantastic. It hydrates well. You don't need to set it with a powder. It doesn't crease, and you get that beautiful full coverage and lightening effect that you want underneath the eyes. I am such a huge fan of this right now. So it has completely replaced Tarte's Shape Tape for me, especially because the consistency of this formula is not quite as thick. So although I am getting the coverage, I don't feel like I'm really pasting something on, which I often felt like with the Tarte Shape, even though I really do love that concealer. So this has been a favorite of mine. I'm loving it. I'm loving it. Now, the next favorite of mine for the month of August is a brush set, from Sigma, and that is their dimensional brush set. It's these four right here. They are all kabuki brushes. Now, I have to admit that when I did get sent these, because I was sent these brushes to try, I really didn't know what to make of them because I'm not a brush person typically for application on the face. You guys know, again, that I've always used the Beauty Blender. I have been using the Beauty Blender for a really long time and just haven't strayed from it because I've found that a lot of brushes leave streaks. They just don't quite give that same flawless application that the Beauty Blender typically does. However, ever since being sent these, I have not used the Beauty Blender at all, which blows my mind even saying that because, yeah, I love my Beauty Blender. Kabuki brushes, two of which you can see have been well loved. I haven't tried these two, but it does come in a set, which is why I'm showing them to you. So one is for foundation, to give more of an airbrush kind of look to your foundation. It's really interesting because it comes in this sort of triangle like shape, but I find that it just really hits the face well. It blends in the makeup just beautifully, and it gives such a good application. Like, it doesn't look like a brush stroked over your face. It just yeah, it does. It looks airbrushed. I really, really love this. So I've been using it every day for my foundation when I get ready in the morning. The other is, which I love the most, is this brush right here. So again, it has more of that pointed tip and it goes all the way around like that. And what I love is that this one is, in particular, it's used for concealer. So I have been using it right into the corner or crevice of my eye here and putting concealer on this way. And again, I hadn't used a brush in a long time because I found the brushes were always leaving streaky marks. It didn't quite get that flawless application again that the Beauty Blender did. And this, if it's possible, does an even better job than the Beauty Blender. I can't believe I'm saying that, but I have been using this religiously for my under eye makeup, and I just cannot get over how great it looks. And it's just with like one simple swipe, and it's just like magic in terms of the application under your eye. And it's nice and comfortable. It's lightweight. I like that I'm not bouncing things under my eye like I do with the Beauty Blender. And it's not tugging at my skin either. So I'm not really having to press that brush in to get that really beautiful application and finish. Oh my God, like I can't believe I'm saying it. But like these two brushes are like magic. I love, love, love them. The next thing that I have been loving for the month of August is some music. I have been obsessed with Ariana Grande's new album, Sweetener. I'm a huge fan of her music anyway, and this album really has captured my heart. I love that it's a little bit more mellow than her albums in past. Normally there's a lot of dance tunes and things like that on her album, and while there's definitely some songs that you can like move to, this one to me anyway feels a little bit more chill, something you'd listen to on the weekend or when you're going for a cruise in your car or something like that. And I really, really love it. I always have it on in the background. I love her voice. It's just so rich and soulful. Looking for some new music to just be obsessed with like I am, then go listen to this album. It's so good. Another recent favorite of mine, and I do say recent because I literally just picked this up a couple of days ago, but you guys know your girl's obsessed with fall, like obsessed. And Bath & Body Works recently released all of their fall candles as they do in August, and let's be honest, I went and nabbed a few. So I did get 6 candles in total because I burned through them like crazy. But there are 3 in particular that I pick up every single season because they seem to be regulars of Bath & Body Works. So those are the ones I'm going to share with you because I love them so, so much. So the first is called Marshmallow Fireside. This one is just sweet, slightly smoky, and has this like almost vanilla like undertone to it. It's not too sweet because there's some candles by them that I find a little bit too sickening sweet. Like it's overkill for me. This one just has the right amount of like a vanilla flavoring to it, a little bit of smokiness, and it just smells cozy. I don't know if that someone can smell cozy, but this does. So I love this scent. The other one that I really love is called Sweater Weather. This one is, I'm horrible with notes, but this one smells like crisp morning air, which they actually do have a candle called that, but I feel like this one does a better job of that. It smells crisp, it's light, it's kind of airy, but it reminds me of a crisp autumn day when you go for a walk, you've got that cool breeze running through, and yeah, you're just taking in the autumn air. I love this one. So it reminds me of getting snugly in a sweater, hence the sweater weather. But I love this one. I pick it up every single year when it comes out. And then the last one that I always get is just their candle called Autumn. Again, terrible with describing notes. This one also has a hint of sweetness. It is fairly light still, but it does just have that kind of subtle woodsy scent to it. And these are just giving me all the feels right now. So I'm so happy I got my candles, and pumpkin spice lattes are back out. So yes, I don't care that I'm basic that way. I'm totally loving it and owning it. Oh, bring on fall. The other favorite of mine, speaking of giving me feels, is an older book that I scooped up because I watched the movie, and that is Eat, Pray, Love by Elizabeth Gilbert. I cannot tell you how many times I've watched the movie. An obsessive amount would be, it's accurate. But I love Julia Roberts. I love the story. I love the personal development that she goes through, the personal growth, the spiritual aspect of things, and just her like her traveling everywhere. The movie really captured me. The books are always better than the movie, and I love this book. It's just given me major wanderlust, and if you haven't read the book like I hadn't, I highly recommend picking this up. It is so phenomenal. It's a page turner. You won't want to put it down. It's so inspiring. And yeah, it's something that I'm really thrilled with. Last thing that is a favorite this month is a new skirt. You guys know I've been on a bit of a pleat skirt kick for quite some time now. And I picked up this fabulous colored pleated skirt from Forever 21, actually, of all places. And I love the color. It has this orangey red that runs through the pleat, along with a lavender, sort of like a pea green, and a brown, along with this, I would say a bit of an off-white, maybe almost a cream. And I love the warm notes in this pleated skirt. Because it was from Forever 21, I mean, it's polyester, which I don't love, but it was $33, and I literally could not get over the color combo. It's not a color combination I've ever seen before. I was really, really drawn to it, so excited about it, and yeah, it has definitely been a favorite of mine. But I love how many options I could pair this skirt with. It could go with the shirt that I'm wearing right now, the brown. I could put it with lavender, beautiful white blouse, a chambray shirt. I could put it with literally anything, blazers and denim jackets and like cozy turtlenecks and things like that coming up for the season. So far I've just been putting it with camisoles and heels and t-shirts and stuff right now because it's been a little bit warm. But I really am someone, as you guys know, that loves color, and I like the idea of injecting a little bit more color into my fall wardrobe, because although I love the moody colors, I do get sick of just seeing black and navy and brown like 24/7 and everyone in these really dark colors. So I'm all for incorporating a little bit of color into my closet at any old time of the year. So yes, I love this. Great steal for $33, or 33 Canadian, I should say, anyway. And yeah, oh, I love it. Like, look at the colors. So good. Hey, my angels, that is it for this video. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please don't forget to give this video a thumbs up and hit that little red subscribe button down below. Come and join the stylist training if you are someone that wants to get into personal styling or personal shopping and you want to learn from me. I would be happy to have you join the 9-week online course. I will leave the link for that down below. And other than that, my loves, I love you to the moon and back, and I'll see you again very soon. Mwah. See ya.